but Tech Mahindra's management is now addressing the media on the numbers just delivered, and it's a big beat on the dollar revenue front. Let's cut across and listen in live.
50 basis points, and we partially mitigated that through operating efficiencies.
Could you just explain BT amortization? Could you throw some more light on what that was all about?
So this was the contract which we signed back about five years back, and when we did the restructuring in 2009, I think there was a amortized revenue in revenue line, which will go away as the contract gets re-signed. So that is happening now. So we have had an approximate impact of about 36 crores, which has gone away from the top line as well as the EBITDA both, from the revenue and EBITDA both. So that causes a direct margin impact. And one point to note is it's a non-cash amortization, so it does not have any impact on anything else. So, and I think this we have mentioned last quarter also, and that's one of the reasons for the margin impact.
Sir, this is Mubina here from CNBC TV 18. I wanted to know regarding the revenue contribution that you will have had from British Telecom, and if there's any growth in this quarter from
British Telecom, in fact, we are coming down a bit, as everybody knows. And fact is that despite the fact that our volume of work is coming down, we still have the largest share of the wallet. This is largely happening because BT is bringing down its spend on IT. What you folks have to really look at is the overall growth. We are recording considerable growth despite the fact that BT is coming down.
I think, Manoj, for particularly this quarter, you may want to give the exact number, not exact numbers, where the trajectory is.
So I think, and we have said this before, in terms of trajectory and what near-term visibility, from our perspective, BT is still on cost optimization and drive. So I think in terms of visibility, I think it's the same. But we have also said that it is not going to have an impact on overall growth of the company, and we have stopped disclosing exact customer revenue numbers because of the confidentiality issues.
Hi, this is Zara here from Mint. I had one last question. I think everybody here wants to know what the management is doing in the United States. Are we going to hear a strategic announcement or something happening soon?
The listing in the United States,
yeah.
or something like that?
Now, please remember that US is almost 50% of our overall revenue. So we are becoming a global company, which requires us to be in epicenters of a main market. Our main market is not India at all. In fact, if you look at large number of companies in IT business, they are headquartered in the US. So, and if we come to US once in 5 years for a board meeting, that should not be seen as signal at all. That is only be seen as our endeavor to act like a company where US is the major market.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
So sorry to disappoint you. No announcement other than you guys are the ones who are going to make an announcement, I'm told, in the next 48 hours.
Me? Oh, the election result. Oh.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow today.
So, what are your volumes like in this quarter?
Volume growth this quarter is about 4.6%.
So, Pankaj here again from NDTV. Just wanted to know what was the BP revenue amortization? I mean, would the growth have been like 4.8, 4.9 if we adjust for that?
Yeah, I think that's the right way to compare to last quarter, because that amount has gone away. So that's right.
Okay.
So for how many? Sorry, go ahead. So for how many periods do we expect this amortization to continue?
No, I think the amortization is going away. So there will be another 10 crores of impact in Q1, about 10 crores. And after that, it's going to zero down. So the impact of amortization reducing this is the last quarter. Q1 will be the last quarter.
So how tough is it getting with the rupee appreciating in the US or for global clients? I mean, is it getting tougher in terms of pricing, or are things status quo?
So
I think insofar as pricing is concerned, it is in dollars, and it will remain at its own pace or at its own level. We will have to adjust whether the rupee goes down or comes up.
Right. And the next thing is, so the next leg of growth, the mission at 515, do you see the IT space?
All right, so that's the Tech Mahindra management speaking on the numbers they've just delivered. It's a big beat on the dollar revenue front, which makes it a positive quarter for Tech Mahindra. Margins and profits are also in line with what the street was expecting. And in a way, the company has delivered industry-leading growth. Again, if you look at it, in fact, the dollar revenue growth at 4.3% is higher than the peers, and that too for the second quarter in a row. And Tech Mahindra has ended FY14 then with dollar revenue growth of 17.7%, which is higher than the 16.2% growth that was delivered at TCS. So although this was a seasonally weak quarter, Tech Mahindra has managed to pull it off. And of course, the numbers came in post market hours, so we will only see the impact tomorrow, but it's a good set from Tech Mahindra. Well, with that, we're wrapping up, but we'll be back with the headlines and the top stories. Stay with us.